Okay, so first I want to give thanks to those who participate in any of my topics. I always show my gratitude. A lot of these topics are going to be very triggering and they're going to upset people. And guess what? I'm going to still talk about it. It's okay. These are conversations that I have. So today's topic, and I wrote this down because I really needed to figure out what others were saying, especially online. And then there's a word to this. So I thought I'm thinking it as unhealthy relationships between mother and son. But there's a word called enmeshment, and it's emotional shit. What's that? Emotional incest. I hate that word, incest. It's emotional incest. Is when parents don't respect personal boundaries. Now, I have not witnessed this with a father and a daughter. I've mostly witnessed this with a mother and their son. A lot of mothers are overbearing with their son and, in my opinion, have a fear of being left behind and don't allow their children to explore it. Even with relationships, they don't want to be left out. So they become overbearing and don't give them their personal space, which can be very toxic to their children's relationships. Now, we can be upset and as a female and be upset and get mad at the mother and all that. And, sometimes we don't go to the mother, we go to our significant other so they can address it. I believe it is their job to address it. So we can get mad at their mom for being overbearing and not respecting their personal space. But guess what? I'll be honest with you. It's my opinion. The son allows it. The son allows it. So if you are not man enough to separate yourself from your mother and start a relationship and actually stand up for your relationship against your mother, and then to me that's the problem. You shouldn't start a relationship and you're not ready for it. There are some men who they say mama's boys, but there's a certain extent to being a mama's boy, and then there's time for you to kind of grow up and get some independence. And some mothers can do it. They rely on their sons to do so much beyond what their relationship is with them, which is just being a son, that it causes that, especially mentally with the grown men, it causes a lot of emotional problems, and they are not allowed to be in a relationship because because of their relationship with their mother. Yes, moms can be very overbearing, and yes, moms can expect so much from their sons that it's very toxic. But I do believe that it is the son's job. If you choose to be in a relationship and your mother is, see, I can't say that because some men don't even know. They don't understand. They don't see it. They don't see that the mother is being overbearing or she's too involved. There's no personal space because they're so used to it. And then as a female, whether we stay or go, we deal with it and we bring it through attention and we complain about it and all that. And we still complain about it and we stress about it, but we're still there. And these men just can't see it because they're just so caught up in it. It can become unhealthy for that relationship. So do women stay and deal with it, or do they leave? And do men stand up for their significant other or their relationship against their mom? Now, standing up for your relationship, is that disrespecting your mother? No, it's not. I mean, we raise our boys to be independent, and we know they're going to leave the home, and we have got to the emotional attachment has to be broken. I'm sorry. He's a man. He's going to build a relationship. So I'm kind of everywhere with this topic because to me, there's so much more. But yes, it's very unhealthy for a mother to be overbearing. And the word for this is, I wrote this down, enmeshment. Mothers not respecting their son's personal boundaries when it comes to relationships. There's a different type of love, a love for your mother and a love for a significant other and a love for your child. And some women can't get their son off the nipple. Some women can't cut the umbilical cord. They still have to have an attachment. And this ruins relationships, and then you're just stuck with your mom. There's no growth. And some mothers aren't comfortable with that. But it's not fair to your sons because they're going to always be stuck and there's no growth there. So, like I said, I've never witnessed any father and daughter relationships that are unhealthy. And does it exist? And I haven't seen it, maybe somebody else has. So does that exist? But I do know when it comes to a mom and their son, and I hear it on my hands. When it comes to a mother and their son, mothers are very overbearing. They put too much on either their oldest son or that baby son who's still left at home to be more than what they're supposed to be, which is just a son. And no, it's not a physical relationship, but the stress that women put on their sons to be that male role model in the house can be very emotionally draining. It really can. It can mess them up in the long run. So allow your sons to break away a little bit and know that you have raised an amazing man, and let them be an amazing man for an amazing woman. Now, granted, if the woman is, not good for them, moms were supposed to be there. But if this woman is loving this man like no other, and, and you're kind of looking for things to be upset about with this woman and mess up the relationship, that's a problem. And men, start standing up for your wives and your girlfriends, especially long-term. Stand up for them. Like, it's not, we stick around, we deal with it because we love you. But it gets tiring and it gets stressful. And then you find us having to go approach the mother, but don't want to be disrespectful. We don't want to be disrespectful to your mother, but shit, you ain't doing nothing, and I want to be in this relationship, So it's like you find the wife or the girlfriend, whatever, fighting for the relationship more than the son. But can you blame him? Because he doesn't know how to go against his mom. And it's not being disrespectful. Everything can be said. It's your deliverance. Like, mom, like, I want to be with her. Like, defend your girlfriend. So this is a topic that a lot of us are not going to want to hear. They're going to be upset, and they're going to say whatever they want. It's all about opinions. But the word is enmeshment, and it's a emotional incest. It's emotional incest. When a child takes on the adult role. Shit, I don't know what's the name for that. But yeah, that's today's topic. This week's topic. I don't even know what today is. Today's Saturday. Shit, I'm a whole week off. Yeah, that's it.